Hey, Void. How are you? Okay. This is not the movie I was expecting to be reviewing. So, I was trying to watch the next movie in my kind of list of going through just right from the front of my collection on through. Most of the numericals right now. So, 300 was the movie I was trying to watch. And I got about an hour into my movie, and my DVD conked out. Wouldn't go past that point. So, okay, it was like 3 a.m. at that point, so fine, I'll worry about it the next day. I try, multiple players, try cleaning the disc, it's kaput. So, 300 was not able to be reviewed. So, I ordered a new copy. Fine. So, then I still wanted to watch something the next day, because originally I was going to do a double feature, 300 and its sequel. But I wasn't going to watch the 300 sequel until I finished watching 300. So I just turned to my partner and said, just pick something off the shelf. I need something random. I don't know what. I'm going to get decision paralysis right now, so just grab something. This is like Christmas Eve, or the day before Christmas, something like that we're doing this. So she grabs me Dark Water. She has no idea what this movie is. Like, great, a bummer. Cool. Which she immediately then turns like, oh, should I pick something different? No, it's fine. I like Dark Water. So, and this is the original version of Dark Water. I do have the American remake, but this one is a Japanese 2002. Wow, that is really hard to get any kind of good light on. Okay, so the Japanese version of Dark Water, the original. Honogurai Mizu no Sokokara. But usually just Dark Water. So, this is by the writer of the Ring, the original novel, and by the person who directed Ringu. So they kind of have a good partnership going here. So, that one was a success, so they decided to do one more, and Dark Water is what came out with. Now, Dark Water is the collection that the writer, why am I blanking on his name? Koji Suzuki. It's actually then called Floating Water in the story, and Dark Water is just a collection, but Dark Water is a catchier name for a movie, so I can see why they went with it. So, this one is about a mother and her daughter, who are going through a bit of a time. So, Yoshimi and her daughter Ikuko, now they're just going through a messy divorce, getting the separation things going. Yoshimi is trying to find a new apartment, is trying to find a new job, pull her life back together, and she happens to get into a haunted apartment. Bad luck. Okay, so let's see how to go best about this. So they get to a kind of a rundown apartment, and there seems to be some water damage above. There's a leak that keeps happening, and the daughter keeps finding this child's backpack full of toys that keep, no matter how many times they try to toss, it shows back up. And there just seems to be constant sightings of a little girl that seems to be coming from the stair above, but there's no other children in the building, according to the manager, and no one lives up there. Not to mention the fact that the nameplate outside the door is for a family that moved out and a missing girl. Meanwhile, then Yoshimi is kind of convinced that her husband's the one putting things up to make it seem like she's going crazy, but maybe not the case, as young Mitsuko Kawai is in fact haunting the place. So, this movie is kind of a bit of a downer, as it's mostly about the relationship of the mother and daughter, while Ghost and the ex-husband are trying to tear them apart. It is dark. It is bleak. Not nearly as bleak as like Pulse, but dark. Not to mention, it is the ghost of a girl who drowned in the water reservoir of the place. Spoilers, I guess? They mostly hint strongly at it and then show some psychic flashbacks, unlike the American remake where I think they actually find a body. Anyway, which, come to think of it, they didn't really address the body still probably in there tainting their water supply. A little bit of a concern. Anyway, that's pretty much the setup of them living in this apartment while strange occurrences start happening, and yeah, water-based ones. A lot of dripping water, flooding, and really the horror is dealing with property management because the guy's not doing anything to help, and yeah. So, the tone, very well put together. The acting is pretty good, although Yoshimi can be a little bit over the top at times. But you understand how the pressure she's under. But sometimes you just want to say, you can see her hurting her case with her daughter a few times just for how strong she's reacting to things. Which you understand why she is reacting that way, but it's like, girl. However, like the ghost design, it's fine for when it's at a distance, but when you finally do the final review, it does look not the greatest. The waterlogged eyeless ghost girl look, the skin just looks foam-like. It's strange. Like, actually it's made of like a material used for like gym mats or something. It's, I don't know. There's something off about the look. It just doesn't gel with the rest of everything, but otherwise the tone is good, and I do like kind of the epilogue scene towards the end, which really kind of makes things hit home. And yeah, I swear the American version of Ring 2 actually took a lot more from this film than Ringu 2, because there's a lot of similarities between Ring 2 and this one with how the ghost girl's acting. So Darkwater overall is fine. It's nothing standoutish. For me, it's a 5 MacGuffin film. I don't remember if the American version was a little tighter in this one. Because usually with like few exceptions, usually The Ring itself, I do prefer the American, but they're just different flavors. This is one of the few ones where I'm not actually sure if I preferred one or the other. This one's just okay. Don't remember if the American ones are really tighter because it's been years since I've seen it, and I've only seen it like once or twice. But if you're a J-horror fan, this one is one of the earlier ones that really happened during the boom. And it's worth seeing just for the atmosphere alone. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on it. 5 MacGuffins, though, for me. Give it a check out if you like Asian horror. See you, bye.